Hey besties, welcome back to the channel. Let's address this new development with Zoo-hyun. So Zoo-hyun was seen escorting Jun Jihyun, who, by the way, is in the same agency as So-min, at the airport, and it's caused quite a stir. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw a post about it, I was a little bit down, but then I decided to go watch the whole video of Jun Jihyun's airport departure in Besties. I have come to the conclusion that this is a classic case of damage control. Of course, we can never be so sure of anything. I want us to always remember that. But here's why I think this is just them doing damage control. When I watched Jun Jihyun's airport departure, it was very clear that Zoo-hyun wasn't really needed there. She was already being escorted by 2 bodyguards and her manager. And just like when he escorted So-min through the airport, Zoo-hyun also wasn't seen at the beginning. In fact, this time, he even came later than he did when he was escorting So-min. He came and was helping block out the crowd too. He was at the back with Jun Jihyun's manager. He didn't really do much. Wasn't really needed there. There wasn't even as much crowd as during So-min's time, so there wasn't really much for him to do. And when they reached a certain point, he left, while the others continued with Jun Jihyun. Suspicious, right? It really seemed like his role was just for show. Now, if you check Jun Jihyun's previous airport departures from 2023, you'll see she was accompanied by just these 3 people, her manager and 2 bodyguards. So why was Zoo-hyun there this time when clearly no one else was needed? Compare that to So-min's case. With So-min, Zoo-hyun did a lot more. He came with one of her bags, collected gifts, and took the gifts with him. Here's what I think might be happening. Remember, this is just speculation, but based on So-min's past airport appearances, she usually travels with minimal assistance, sometimes just her manager, or even by herself. No bodyguards, no extra help. And I think a certain someone isn't too happy about that. We saw proof of that during the Bali trip, when he sent his brother to help So-min. I believe it was Hae-in who arranged for Zoo-hyun to escort her at the airport. There's also a moment that some fans caught where it seemed like Zoo-hyun was waiting for So-min. He was seen making calls and checking for her arrival. And obviously he was still working under FNC as Hae-in's assistant then. So, the idea that Hae-in sent him to assist So-min isn't that far-fetched at all. What's interesting is that I don't think Zoo-hyun's involvement with So-min was planned ahead of time. It feels like a last-minute decision, and they probably didn't expect fans to recognize him. Or maybe they knew fans would recognize him, but can't do anything about it because it was important for him to be there. Now, it seems like they're trying to cover things up. There are even rumors that Zoo-hyun has now signed with IEUM. Apparently, reporters have been asking him about the airport situation, and he said that he's now working under IEUM. Does this make sense to you? Because it doesn't to me. Why would he suddenly move from FNC to EUM, of all places? He's been Hae-in's personal assistant, and Hae-jun just posted a video of them hanging out recently. It just doesn't add up. At the end of the day, Hae-in and So-min are public figures. They have a career. We can't expect everything to play out exactly how we'd like. Their agencies probably weren't thrilled with all the recent speculation, so from here on out, I think they're going to be extra cautious, especially with So-min preparing for her next drama. So besties, there's no need to worry. After everything we've seen with Hae-sum, Bali, Hawaii, Valentine's Day, and so many other coincidences, this is just a small bump in the road. Zoo-hyun is Hae-in's assistant, and now he's suddenly working for IM, with his first gig being So-min. Even if I'm wrong, it doesn't change the fact that we have a mountain of coincidences in Hae-sum's history. What do you think, besties? Let me know in the comments.